So these campsite owners are nasty, rude bullies. That's quite shocking, people. That is quite shocking. I am really surprised. So I've just asked Google's AI what the worst reviewed campsite in Worcestershire is. Based on TripAdvisor reviews, Kings Green Caravan Park in Great Malvern, Worcestershire appears to be the lowest rated, with multiple users describing it as the worst campsite they have ever visited. Okay. Reviews frequently cite rude staff, poor site management and high fees, often detailing negative experience with the owners. Let's go check this place out then, people, and see how bad it really is. Let's start living the dream. Hiya, I was wondering if you had a pitch tonight I could stay on in my camper van?
Yeah. And you want the electric?
Yes, please, yeah.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, can I head down now and be with you in 10 minutes?
Yeah, that's fine, no problem.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you very much.
Right, bye.
Thank you, bye. Okay, so the lady on the phone was actually really friendly. So, first impressions, and it seems okay. The lady was quite nice and friendly. She wasn't rude or aggressive or bullying at all, to be fair to her. Now, I'm kind of in the middle of the campsite on a grass pitch, and I don't like these kind of pitches because I'm exposed, people all around me. Now, I think all of these caravans here are empty. I think they're all seasonal people. So it doesn't look like there's actually many people on the actual campsite, to be fair. So, I mean, it looks reasonably nice. Now, they're charging me £24 for the night with electricity, which seems fair. Yeah. And it is £20 without electricity. Now, I did have to pay £2.50 for a deposit for the toilet key, which is a bit surprising because it doesn't seem like the kind of place where people are walking past and are going to come in and use the toilet. But nevertheless, I had to pay £2.50, which I should get back tomorrow when I drop the key off. So there is no online booking to the campsite. You have to ring up and then just go to reception. Yeah, now I don't know whether or not you can pay card. I paid cash. I didn't see a card machine there. Maybe you can't because you have to do the £2.50 deposit. So yeah, I don't know about that one, I'm afraid. Yeah, but yeah. Well, let's go check these facilities out anyway, people. See what they're like, eh? And start to live the dream, yeah. Okay, so to be fair, these toilets are actually a lot better than I was expecting. And they look cleaner than I was expecting as well, to be fair. Yeah, they do. Yeah, not too bad. I'm quite surprised because some of the reviews did say they were a bit dirty, but they actually seem pretty clean. So it looks like you need to buy a token for the showers. They take a token and you get 6 minutes. I don't know how much a token is. It doesn't say anywhere on here. The lady never mentioned it. So yeah, I am very surprised how clean and nice this toilet block is, to be fair. Yeah. Now, having a key is a real inconvenience, and having to pay a deposit, I hate doing stuff like that because now that means I've got to go see them tomorrow before I leave. I can't just leave. And yeah, I just find that a real inconvenience, to be honest with you. So there is a laundry room, but the key is at reception. Bins look pretty decent, to be fair. General waste and recycling, and they're clearly labelled. Chemical waste point there. It looks good enough, but I wouldn't want to be on one of these pictures behind it. Another camp and field here. This looks pretty decent, to be fair. More camp and fields through here. Wow. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Yeah, nice camping field here as well. Yeah, bigger than I thought, definitely. Yeah, this is a reasonably nice site, to be fair. Yeah. Now, I'm pretty convinced all these caravans on this field are all seasonal people because there's not a single car here. But, yeah. Yeah, it's a reasonably decent site. Yeah, and those facilities were good, to be fair. They were good. There are some carp lakes. Let's go check out these lakes, shall we, people? So I think if I had my choice, I'd have chose one of these pictures along here because you got some reasonably good views out there and there's nobody in this bit. I'd love to have been on this bit. Now, I got to choose my pitch, but I did get told to go onto that grass patch where I am, but I got told I can use any pitch I want on that grass pitch. Yeah, but yeah, this would have been my choice. This bit here, definitely. Yeah. But I guess she put me near the facilities. Lovely lake. Yeah, two nice lakes here. There's even a bridge over there. Gonna walk around the lake and go climb that. Now you can fish these lakes and it's only £5 for the day. Now I don't know whether that's with one rod or two rods, but either way, that's a really good price. And whoa, I can see the carp. I don't know whether you'll pick them up, but look at them. Cool, you can see them. Well, this lake is definitely full of carp. Yeah, oh, I can see loads of them. So yeah, that's pretty good. £5 for the day to fish. That's a really good price. And they do look like pretty decent lakes. There's even a bench on the bridge, so you can sit on the bridge and look out over the lake there. Do you know what? This campsite is actually a pleasant surprise. I'm actually really impressed with this place, you know. I really am, yeah. The only thing letting it down is I'm on one of the worst pitches, but it's the worst pitch for me because I don't like to be exposed like that. Now I do understand not everyone's like me, some people would love that pitch, but I like to be in the corner out of the way. However, the campsite is pretty much empty. There's loads of caravans here, but there's no one in them. There's one bloke near me, or two blokes near me, and that's all I've seen. So these are all seasonal people who aren't here. So I'm actually really enjoying it. Yeah, and obviously the quay is a bit of an inconvenience, but other than that, this looks like a great little campsite, to be honest with you. Well, it's reasonably big, it's not tiny. Yeah, I'm happy, people. This seems like a gem. The reviews do basically just mention aggressive owners who bully people and are a bit mean, but the campsite itself is really nice, and I was really pleasantly surprised by that facility block. I really was. So yeah. Fantastic, people, fantastic. Yeah, just goes to show, you know, you can't always go by what reviews say. Now, obviously, I haven't finished my stay as yet, and it is possible that I am going to get bullied by the owner, but, you know, so far, yeah, I'm loving it, I really am. Brilliant. There's a few nice little picnic benches around by the lake here, so yeah, can't be bad, eh people? Can't be bad. So these campsite owners are nasty, rude bullies. according to one TripAdvisor review. Now, I haven't experienced any of that as yet, but I guess we'll see how the rest of the day pans out. Yeah, I'm going to use that in the intro, people, to try and lure people into watching the video. But now, so far, this is a nice little gem of a campsite, and I'm absolutely loving it, to be fair. So I've just had a look through the website, and nowhere does it say that it is cash only. And I just checked the paper the lady gave me when I paid, and she has actually gave me a written VAT receipt. So yeah, looks like that is legit. And it does state that no arrivals before 10:30. So you can turn up here after 10:30. That's a very early arrival time. And departure is before 4 p.m. Well, that is a very late departing time. So that's actually really good, to be fair. Now, I don't know how they manage that, if everybody leaves at 4 and loads of people turn up at 10:30. So yeah, I guess that's why they don't do online bookings and you have to phone up and speak to them, and then I guess if they've got a pitch available at the time, they book you in. Yeah. And another thing I did realise, that it's £24 a night for me for the electric pitch, but that is for 2 people. However, if there's any more than 2 of you, including anyone over the age of 2, it is an additional £2. So for a family of 4, it would be £28 for the pitch with electric hookup for the night. That's still not a bad price, to be honest with you. Yeah. Now, dogs are allowed, and they are £2 each, but dogs are very restricted on this campsite, and I think there's been a few issues there, and I think a lot of the reviews are based around dog owners who have got in trouble. So for instance, you can't exercise your dog anywhere on the site. Now here, I'm out here by a lake, and there's another nice lake over there, and then there's a nice field over there, and there's signs up when you come in here saying you're not allowed to bring your dog in here. So yeah, maybe not so good for dog owners, but dogs technically are welcome. In general, so far, I'm actually really impressed with this place. I really am. So assuming I don't get bullied or get verbally abused, this is going to be getting an amazing review from me. Yeah, £24. Last night I spent the night on a campsite that was £30. That was last week's video. And the facilities were shockingly bad. And that was only 10 minutes down the road. I'm 10 minutes away. And this campsite is so much nicer for £24. Yeah. And yet it's the worst reviewed campsite in Worcestershire. That's quite shocking, people. That is quite shocking. I am really surprised. Anyway, better go back to the van, get my jacket on, and get out there and explore, people. Start living the dream, eh? Yeah, let's roll. So just outside the campsite, and there are some footpaths, and we're going to head off and climb these big hills behind me there. I'm not sure if they're part of the Malvern Hills or not, but there's some stuff up there I really want to check out. Now, I did just have to walk through this field, which was a bit worrying because these cattle, some of which are bulls, did sort of take a bit of an interest and did sort of charge me slightly. So yeah, I'm really worried about having to walk back through here tonight in the dark. But we'll see. Yeah, I just crossed through some fields, and I'm now on a little country lane. Now on the way back, I'm going to take this country lane, follow this country lane all the way back down to the road where the campsite is on, and then walk along the road that way. I didn't want to do that because it looked a bit dangerous walking along that road, but you know what, walking through that cattle field with them young bulls chasing me was a bit more dangerous. And walking along that road wasn't too bad, actually. It was quite clear either side, you know. There wasn't an official path, but there was quite short grass that you could walk on. So yeah, that's the way I'll be coming back, definitely. But I'm glad that ordeal is over. Let's start living the dream, people. Gonna hopefully get to a nice quarry that's full of water, and it looks really good on the pictures. And then like a Roman fort, I believe, yeah, at the top of the hills. So let's crack on with it anyway. So that's Gullet Quarry behind me there, and I was really looking forward to getting here, and to be honest, there's a bit of a disappointment because you can't actually get to the water at the bottom there. So yeah, not really much viewpoints around here. It's took me about 2.5 to 3 hours to get here. I've took a lot of wrong turns and silly diversions, unfortunately. Yeah, but never mind, I'm here now. And yeah, it's not that old either. The quarry in here was going on around the 20th century, so it's, you know, it's not like it's an ancient quarry or anything. It just looks good on the pictures with the blue water in the bottom of the quarry there, but yeah, you can't get to any of that, unfortunately. Never mind, it's been a reasonably enjoyable walk, even though I have taken a lot of silly diversions to avoid cattle fields and walk the wrong way around all these hills here, add an extra time to the trip. There is a car park literally right there, so you can literally just park there if you want. Save yourself a lot of hassle. Anyway, I'm going to go try and find this Roman fort now, which is right up a big hill there. Well, that's where we're heading to, people. An old Roman camp up there. Yeah, let's go check it out. It's a nice walk up here, to be fair. Very, very windy though. The wind seemed to have died at the minute, but trust me, it is very, very windy up here. But yeah, gorgeous, eh? Gorgeous, people. Gorgeous. Yeah. Oh, my legs are killing me. There's a load more Malvern Hills over there. Climbed them yesterday. Yeah, it's good to be up here though. Very good to be up here, people. Living the dream indeed. Yep. Wow, check this amazing cave out. This must have been man-made because it's just too perfect. Yeah, it is. It must have been dug out or chipped out. Must have been. Yeah. It might not have been, but it just seems a bit too perfect. Perfectly formed to be natural, you know? Yeah. Oh, some brilliant views up here, people. Brilliant views. Almost at the Roman camp. Just up there. So there's not a lot up here, people, except amazing views. I've had to sort of come out of the way at the minute because it's just too windy to talk on camera. Yeah, some pretty good views, but that's it. There's no signpost or any information about the Roman camp now. Anyway, I'm going to head back now because it is a long walk back. Yeah. So yeah, to be fair, this is just a hill really. A little bit disappointing, as was the quarry, but it has been a really enjoyable walk. So I think I found a more quick, direct route back. It's not going to be quite as scenic, and there will be some country lane walking. Now, initially I did want to be at the top of one of these hills for sunset, but I just don't think there's going to be a sunset because the sun is now behind a load of cloud, and it looks like it's just going to remain cloudy. Now, truthfully, I'm very grateful for that, because I just want to head back because my legs are killing me. If I knew there was going to be a nice sunset, I'd have to stay out here even longer, and it would be hours before I'm back at the van. Let's get back anyway, hopefully at a reasonable-ish time. We've still got a long way to go. Well, I'm back now, people, and I definitely made the right choice in taking a different route down the country lanes and leaving before sunset, because there was no sunset. There was too much cloud in the sky, and I've got back, well, it's just gone 9, so at least I'll be having tea before 10. So it was quicker on the way back. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to cook up some bacon and mushroom and cheese rolls, and I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be good. Oh, and I've also got some wild garlic that I picked from beside the road. So, yep. Smell the dog urine. I'll add that into the mix as well, people. It'll be good. Looks pretty damn good, people. And I've even got some more bacon and mushrooms to munch on afterwards. Yeah. It's going to be good. Of course it is. It's a bacon roll with cheese and mushrooms. Come on, get you back in there. Well, that all went down really well, people. I am well and truly full now. Yeah. I'm going to wash that down with a beer. And I've got a Cerbright Worcestershire Golden Ale. Yeah, as we are in Worcestershire, it seems suiting. Hop Farm Brewed. A straw-coloured ale with fruity hop aromas and flavours. A quenching beer. 3.8%. Let's give it a go then, people, and see what she is like. Does smell very hoppy. So I would like to thank a few amazing subscribers who have bought me a beer recently. Thank you, Nick and Laura. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, Drew. Thank you, Dave Bird. Thank you, Mr. Goatee. Thank you, Sue and Joe. And thank you, John and Nettie. But of course, I would like to thank all my subscribers, because you are all amazing people. Yeah. Cheers, everyone, to living the dream. Does smell a bit fruity, yeah. Yeah, that is very hoppy, very hoppy. Yeah, it's a little bit overpowering on the hops. Now, I'm going to drink it because I don't waste beer. But yeah, it's not for me, but, you know, it's drinkable. So I do have good internet signal on my mobile SIM router. So yeah, gonna finish the evening with some YouTube.
This is the life, eh? Hey! Hey! Do you want to fight or something? You out! Down, eh? We're on a fight break, remember?
Yeah, what? Gary's right, sir. No fighting for 2 hours. It's in the real booth.
Morning everyone. Well, I slept pretty well last night, to be fair. Yeah, now the campsite is by an A road, and where I'm camped down there, you are a lot closer to the A road, and there is traffic noise, but that A road really is not very busy for an A road, so it really wasn't an issue, to be fair. So the nearest place for shops and supermarkets and all that I can see is a place called Ledbury, and that is just over 6 miles away. Now, I can't find any local shops in this area. There probably is a village store closer to that, but where, I do not know. And as far as bus stops, I don't think there really is any that are in walking distance. There might be, but I don't know where, because we are kind of just surrounded by little tiny villages, and that's about it. So I've actually really enjoyed this campsite, to be honest with you. Yeah, I mean, I don't understand the reviews about the toilets, because they were actually really clean and I was really impressed with those toilets. Now, a lot of the reviews do focus around people with dogs not being able to walk their dogs anywhere around the campsite, and people with children having their kids not really being allowed to play or do anything around the campsite. Obviously, I can't comment on that because I don't have kids or a dog. Now, there are footpaths outside the campsite all around there that you can walk through, but they're cattle fields and you shouldn't walk your dog through a cattle field. It's not that you're not allowed to, it's that cattle actually get very playful with dogs and it can turn dangerous, so it's not a good idea for safety reasons. So yeah, there is really nowhere to walk your dog. So I do understand that for people with families and dogs, this might not be such an ideal campsite. But for me, a solo traveller, this has been great, and the price has been good, and those facilities were really good for that price. Now, my criticisms would be a key for the toilet door. That makes no sense because there's no footpath that runs through this campsite, so I don't understand why we need a key. There's no major tourist attraction just outside this campsite. There's a few footpaths sort of around on the fields over there, but none of them come through this way. So I really don't understand why you need a key for the door of the toilet. So it's important to note that when I typed in what is the worst reviewed campsite on Google's AI search terms, this campsite came up. However, when I went on a different AI server on my car stereo, this came up as one of 2. So I do get different answers from different AI servers. But yeah, I've really enjoyed this campsite and I think that's really good value for money. Yep, maybe not for a family or a dog owner, but for me, it really has been. I'm just gonna have one last walk around these lakes and then I'm gonna pack up and head off. If you've enjoyed any of this, people, like and subscribe to catch me on another adventure. Keep living that dream, and I'll see you soon.